Anna, 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 na, 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 na.
We have actually started, okay.
Oh,
It's
GG.
okay. Hello. Welcome back to the Hello Cannot podcast. My name is Kevin. Hope everyone is well and welcome to the year 2021. This is going to be our first podcast of the year and hopefully everyone is still safe at home at this point of time. COVID-19 is still in Malaysia. It's ramping up. So we're all now in a lockdown status, lockdown mode. So if possible, try not to travel as much as you can. Let's give one last hurrah so that maybe we can reduce the numbers and celebrate Chinese New Year soon. So for today's podcast, I'll be having my lovely wife joining us. Welcome, Mickey.
Hello，我可以讲华语吗？
Okay, so a bit of information for everyone. I usually converse in Mandarin with my wife. So that's our basic language for communication in our home. Unfortunately, it might be a bit tough for her because she's not used to saying so much English at any given point of time. So let's see what happens.
I try my best.
Okay, if we need to, then let's switch to Mandarin. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so now that we have entered the year 2021, I just want to share. I started off this year with a very, very embarrassing moment. So before we start kicking off the topic for this New Year's resolution, I just want to share what exactly happened. So for quite some time now, inside my house, right where I'm working at my desk, there's a ceiling fan upstairs. So this ceiling fan from time to time actually gives like a squeaking noise. And of course, for anyone who is familiar with this kind of problems, you know, the first thing you go to is WD-40, right? To go and get something to lubricate it so that it smoothens out. So there I was, we went to Publica, this was quite 2 weeks back. We went to Publica, we were trying to see where we can obtain this WD-40.
No, actually, we found a big bottle in Sunway Pyramid, but it's too big for us. We just want a very small one. So we try our luck in Daiso.
Okay. Wait, well, that was in Pyramid, yeah. So the first time we needed we started looking for WD-40 was when we were in Sunway Pyramid. So unfortunately, they only sell very big bottles. So during our second search or our second hunt, we went to Publica, right? And we came across Daiso. So
because Daiso sell everything.
Yes, correct. You know, under the assumption that Daiso sells everything that you need in a home, we assume that they would have WD-40 as well. So we went in. My wife started looking at her dishes, place, and whatnot, and I decided, hey, let's go to the counter. Let's ask the cashier or whoever is working there and see if they can point me directly to where it is. Unfortunately, instead of saying, hey, where can I find WD-40? I went up to her, I looked at her and I say, hi, may I know where is the lubricant? And basically, it's a female cashier at the point of time as well. She looked back at me with like the weirdest weirdest stare. It's like, it's like she's probably thinking in her head, right? We don't have that kind of things here.
Psychopath.
Yeah. I'm surprised that she didn't take 2 steps back, but she looked at me and I realized at that point it's like, okay, I messed up. And I said, oh, I mean WD-40, the one that goes, you know, like, you know, to lubricate it. And it just made things worse. And she just kindly replied that they do not sell WD-40 or any form of lubricant at all. So yeah, that happened.
On the first day of 2021, right?
Was that January 1st?
Yeah, I think it's the first.
Well, what an amazing way to kick off the year. Okay, so that's horrible news from my side. Yeah, Happy New Year, wifey.
Happy New Year.
So, for today's topic, right, I just wanted to touch a bit on, firstly, what happened during the year 2020? How did you feel about it? You know, just a few questions to see. How is it living with me all this while? And then maybe we can talk a bit about the year 2021.
You know, this is like when I was in college, right, we do the self-reflection.
Yeah, this is pretty much self-reflection.
Yeah.
Okay, so how would you summarize the year 2020?
When in January, right, I have a lot of plans, like doing big on business, lose weight, everything. And then suddenly I feel like, oh, January, then the next one is December already. I feel like the 2020 is do nothing, eat, sleep, repeat, and then stay at home.
Wow, isn't that an amazing year?
No, actually, I feel like this is the year that I procrastinate the most.
Is it?
Yeah, for me.
I know that we had a 3 months lockdown, so
For me, actually, it's more than 3 months because my industry, right, open on June or July only open. So for me, it's more than that. And sometimes, like, there's case happen nearby our house, right? My business also affected. So we will quarantine like 14 days, no customer. So for me, it's very, very long.
okay, so that means it's periodical, right? Sometimes you get people that are infected or have close contact. Sometimes even our building here, we have some infected cases.
Yeah.
So that reduces the confidence of the customers coming over.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, just for everyone's information, there was a 3 months lockdown. My wife's industry, or she's working in the beauty industry, and that was basically shut down because it was claimed as non-essential.
Yeah.
So throughout the first 3 months of the lockdown, I was working at home, trying to meet my deliverables, and there she was watching TV, trying to practice her work.
Yeah, I actually watch a lot of Korean drama.
Thanks to her, I also start looking into Korean K-dramas.
Yeah, you watch like 3, 4 series with me already. I'm not sure you realize that or not. Actually, you watch a few.
Has it been 3 or 4? I know that we
The
started.
first one we started is Alhambra.
Yeah, so we started off with the Memories of Alhambra. The last one I remember watching with you was this one
Startup.
called Startup.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then after that, I was watching this series by myself. It's called Sweet Home. It's basically based on a Korean manga.
Oh, you watched Sweet Home?
Yeah, I watched Sweet Home. I already finished it. It's basically about this world in Korea where everyone is turning into monsters. And basically, you have a group of people that is trapped in a condo/apartment, and they're trying to get out and get safe. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting show. Can be scary quite a few times, and that's the reason why I didn't invite you when I'm watching these shows.
It's okay, 我会做噩梦.
Nightmares, huh? Okay. Anything else you want to add for 2020?
2020. I feel like I waste a lot of time. So when this year we have another MCO, right? I actually plan a lot lah, and from now it's already like past 4 days, and I did quite well because I finished 2 online courses that I bought. So a lot of regrets in 2020 for me actually.
Okay. So in that case, maybe let's move on to the next question, right? So
No, I haven't finished.
okay. Go on.
For the first like January to March, right? Still okay. Business still good, but after March, right? When closed down, really do nothing, just cooking. Or when cooking, right? You feel like your hair, your hand, your body, all the how to say 煮饭味. The oil and the what?
The smell of the cooking essence.
So I totally understand how housewife feel. Really like you feel like 怎么讲不值钱 you feel like 你自己很
It's not worth it.
Yeah 很臭的我每天睡觉都嗅到 I can smell my hair the oil and after that I bought a lot of hand cream and perfume.
Is probably lack of shower as well.
No you are the one lack of shower.
I'm the one that have to smell it every night.
Okay for actually for 2020 right, we can't do much, right?
I mean, in terms of traveling wise, I think we made a few plans of traveling overseas, right? From year to year. Unfortunately, this time we're not able to. And I think the only furthest trip we went to was Ipoh.
Ipoh.
Yeah, that was right in between after lockdown, after MCO, and before the conditional MCO.
对。
Yeah.
So how about you?
How I will summarize 2020? I think it went well, I would say, in the sense that my job, I mean, I think it's good for the entire IT industry. We start to realize that, hey, actually, most of us can actually work from home. Although what I really miss is the human touch. So from time to time, right, when you're in office, you don't really realize this, but when you're having a bad day, you can actually just hop over to someone's table, and to just speak with them and just to catch up. And there are places around the office where you can move around, just to see what life is like. Just go get a cup of coffee. Just that short, maybe 2-minute walk would make a big difference.
会不会你以后的公司就没有 office 啊？就 like permanently work at home?
That is dependent, yeah. But to be fair, working in consulting, we are always client based, yeah. So most of the time, once
But
this COVID
client
is
also
over,
no office, what? Client also don't have office now.
it
They are
depends.
not allowed.
It depends, yeah. So I mean, once COVID is over, maybe I might need to go to their offices, the client's office. But until this thing is over,
This thing,
you'll see me more often.
do you think these things will end in this year?
The earliest I think this will end would be sometime in August, September.
Really?
Yeah.
I miss like going overseas.
And spending money, right? Well, I also want to bring you overseas. I definitely want to go explore more with you. Just that the timing is horrible at this point of time.
可是你会打 vaccine 吗？
I would actually. Yeah, I would. Why not?
打了 vaccine 你就敢出国了 But the vaccine is not 100% safe.
The vaccine, yeah, but I'm banking on the hopes that I'm still young enough and I'm healthy enough that I won't be affected. Yeah. Right? You don't get vaccinated?
I scared of the side effect actually because my body is quite weak as you know. So I scared later any side effect.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. I think I will take, but I will take one week off also.
Yeah, I mean, there will be side effects. I think let's get you to a healthy shape first. Then only you take the vaccination. So it's better that way. So in the year 2020, what do you think, is like the most important lesson that you learned?
For me, actually, a healthy life and save more money, because when your business close, right, 3 months. 不小心讲太小声了。OK， 所以如果你的 business 关3个月其实如果你没有足够的钱真的是很难 survive 的。所以对我来讲，最重要的是一定要存钱，然后你一定要有健康的身体，因为如果没有这2个，你真的是活不下去 ，literally 活不下去。你讲啊，比老公，你讲，Yes. 你看他 when 2020 born 的小孩子他们出来的时候，所有大人都戴着 mask， 他们以后会不会觉得 mask 嘴巴就是一个隐秘的部位，所以需要 cover？
I mean, remember that video I showed you about the small little girl? Okay, so for everyone's information, right? I showed my wife this video I found on Reddit. Basically, this girl, probably 2-3 years old.
I think 2 only.
2 only, right? She sees everything that is a rectangular shape as a sanitizing box, right? So she'll put her hand out and imagine
and rub.
Imaginary, she'll think that the sanitizer came, squirted some on her hands, and she's rubbing and trying to sanitize her own hands.
Yeah.
So I think yes, you're right. I think any new kids that are born these days, they will think that masks are
嘴巴是一个需要 ，yeah， 嘴巴是一个需要被遮盖的，是一个隐秘的部位。
We're going to move into Middle East standards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually miss the time where we don't need to wear the mask and go out. Now when you go out without mask, right, it's very insecure.
I think as people who are not Japanese, Korean, or Taiwanese, wearing a mask really changes things for us because it's not something that we normally do. It's not even not usually accounted for in our expenditures as well. And masks, they don't cost a lot, but when you wear them often enough, they actually do cost quite a bit.
真的
Yeah, and also I actually breathing while behind a mask is actually, I wouldn't
quite
say
hard
it's
for
quite
you.
hard.
For me,
But-
right, actually, 我每天做工都要戴 mask 嘛，so for me it's just that 你 change to a 比较厚的 mask, so still okay for me, but just wearing all the time actually is not so comfortable.
Yeah, you only want to wear it only when you absolutely need to and not other times, right?
And for 2020, right, back to topic. For 2020, 我觉得很重要的就是 live with no regrets，就是不要觉得以后都可以，以后再这样，以后再要那样，可能你都没有以后了。
That's why some people they live their life based on one theme only.
YOLO.
YOLO, yes.
But I can't live YOLO. 就是对我来讲，怎么不能 live YOLO？就是你不能赚多少钱你就花多少钱，你还是需要来真正的去存钱。Just that 你要活到开心，不要为了好像追求物质上的东西，比如 branded 啊那些东西来sacrifice 掉你的 life。我觉得 for me cannot.
Yeah, so I think YOLO is a bit too extreme, but we shouldn't sacrifice, standards, our life standards as much as we can, based on the year 2020.
真的，什么是 biggest takeaway？
Biggest takeaway is something that you learn, something that you think you want to take away and remember. Yeah. Why did you have two separate things for that?
I don't understand why is your biggest takeaway, so I
Actually, it's the same. Biggest takeaway and most important lesson is the same thing.
2020要学的东西太多了吧 anyway 我觉得存钱吧，因为一开始其实我1月的时候我做了很多很大的 planning， 包括要装修店，然后要学别的东西，可是那时候资金就不够了，可是你想到要关3个月，这些资金够 last 你多久？所以过后来July 开会的时候，哇，真的是不敢乱花钱，你知道吗？
Yeah, correct.
然后现在关的时候就觉得，诶，不用紧，至少可以撑一个半年，还活得过去。
Are you trying to say you earn a lot of money?
No, but just saying 我自己的叫什么，我的负担不是很重。
Yeah, so biggest takeaway. I think personally my biggest takeaway is okay, let's talk about really the biggest takeaway for me is I think there is a bit too much
Sitting down.
no there's a lot of sitting down, but I think there's too much of stupidity.
Why?
I really don't want to use that word, but I think ignorance, yes, ignorance is a better word. There's too much ignorance in this world, and in the year 2020 it's made very very clear that this ignorance is causing everyone problems. It can cost everyone their lives, right? So just to bring back the starting of this pandemic, it's because of the ignorance of the not doctors, the officials, the 管理员
Who?
政府
You mean
of China.
Oh.
Right, they chose to ignore this thing even though doctors have started reporting it. And when it's already widespread, we can see that there are multiple countries with horrible prime ministers or presidents who can't even react, and as a cause of that, a lot of people have lost their lives, and they have lost the way to live a normal healthy life.
真的
People who have recovered from COVID, right, they still have some kind of 后遗症, some kind of side effect. Yes, correct. So ignorance is a very big theme in the year 2020 for me, and that's the thing that people need to start looking into and work on.
可是 like you say right， 你之前跟我讲过，就是蠢的人他们不知道自己蠢，所以这些人他们也不知道他们自己有这 ignorance 的问题啊。
Yeah, but that's the thing. We need the smarter people to make a difference. Okay, just thinking back since the existence of mankind, if you think about it, all the smart people have been caring all the dumb people or all the ignorant people towards a more modern civilization.
我以为你要讲 all the smart people 早死
Yeah, because all the smart people kick say 去死了跟你讲 No, but you see, right? The smart people, or at least the more civic-minded people, they will try their best to make lives easier for everyone, but in a better and more ethical manner, right? And then you have the people who's like, oh, I'll let the scientists do everything. I will just enjoy whatever comes out of it.
真的，其实就是怎么讲，不托付、不聪明的人害了like 大多数的人。Can we say like that?
That's always the case. I wouldn't say 不聪明 but ignorant 就是明知道有问题，可是选择不
去
don't take action.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's the thing.
It's my turn to ask you a question.
Yep.
Number 3. What was the hardest time in 2020?
What was the hardest time in 2020?
Sitting too much.
Actually, right, sitting too much is okay. It's hard, but it's not the hardest thing. The hardest thing was during the first lockdown. We couldn't even leave our place.
Can one person man?
Yeah, lah, one person lah. Oh yeah, hardest time. Buying groceries by myself.
Taking photo. Is this one correct?
Yeah, I became like one of those husbands, or need to have screenshot take photos of food, and then send to you and have you make sure that this is what you want to cook and what you need. And I still don't get it why I have to go out and buy when the grocery is just downstairs.
Because last time you said ketua rumah ma.
You be my ketua rumah lah. Yeah, I think that was
the hardest time.
One of the hardest times for a lot of husbands who don't know much about groceries.
It's time for you to learn.
I have been learning from time to time. Maybe I need to pick up a bit faster.
我的话，其实对我来讲，其实我I won't say it's like anxiety， 会啦，其实算 anxiety 啦，因为我本来就有这个问题 ，then staying home for such a long period for me is quite depressing， 就是一直会有觉得 like it's the end of the world 了。
Do you know that humans are actually very, how do I say this? Humans are very sociable animals, and they actually like to go out to hang out, to socialize. So having us stay only at home for so long is not beneficial. Yeah, it's actually quite bad.
对，所以那时候真的是 like 待在家很辛苦 ，mentally 跟 physically 都很辛苦，因为就觉得几时才可以恢复 normal？ 可是我又很懒哦。To be honest, I'm really very like. For me, it's a long break 啦。一般 like maybe for the first 2 weeks, I'm very happy actually. But after that 开始就会觉得我也想要做工，我也想要出去，就是待在家，其实腰酸背痛，真的腰酸背痛。Even 没有躺着，没有坐着，你都会腰酸背痛，因为我们家太小了。hin.
Oh no. How is our place too small?
Yeah. Our place is just 700 square feet.
660 lah, but
yeah, close to 700 lah. But still, when 你不可以出去这个 space， 那时候连公园都不可以去 right? Not even go to the park.
I think can, right? No. Starting,
no.
When
Yeah, starting cannot.
The first month I don't think we could. Until the second month they started opening up.
Yeah, 真的是很 depressing for 我。那时候没有觉得一般有觉得钱不够用，可是又觉得至少老公在赚钱，还可以 survive， 大不了把店关掉罢了嘛，有多难？可是 after that 其实辛苦的是心理，因为待太久了，然后那时候其实药要吃完了。But doctor is very far 嘛 it's more than 10 km. Doctor is in Klang, but we are in PJ. So 觉得药没有了，我可不可以 survive？ 我会不会来病发等等等？就其实过到很辛苦，就是睡觉也睡不安心。那时候是大概是 April 的时候，真的觉得很辛苦，就是要怎样熬。But after that 2% 可以出去了，可以开始dine in了。虽然那时候还不能做工，可是来慢慢恢复正常的时候，就觉得哇，松一口气。
Yeah, at least you can go out, right? Start moving out and hanging around.
Yeah, you know, right? 其实我每次觉得如果我 真的得什么病 ，OK， 先 touch wood，我得什么病哦？我觉得如果是要靠意志力或者immune system 好起来的话，我觉得我是很难好的那个，因为我觉得我意志力真的是不坚定啊。我就觉得，to be honest，我就是觉得，如果真的是要靠自己意志力活下去，我真的觉得我可能很快就死掉了。
那还是依赖药吧。
没有，就是觉得，怎么讲，有一点 hopeless 的感觉。那时候，我就觉得，如果是好像没有药医的病啊，来这种要靠，可能这种 COVID 这种要靠 immune system 好起来的，可能可以啦。可是 you know like I'm watching 太多 drama 了，就是那种昏迷 you know 昏迷了，然后要靠意志力起来的那种。
你看太多不好的 drama 了。
Okay, fine.
You need to watch something that's happier.
OK， 我等下就去找。No,
Big Bang Theory.
No, please recommend. 这里 podcast 有那个 comment 的吗？
可是如果这个放上 YouTube 就有的 comment.
OK, please leave
YouTube
your comment. Recommend me some sweet drama.
Yes, if you have any recommendations for drama,
只有爱情戏哦，不可以有那种打架的，不要，不喜欢，我只喜欢爱情戏。
and specifically K-drama.
No, can be any kind of language. I also don't mind.
Okay. Please do feel free to leave a comment either on our Instagram on Hello Canal Podcast
Or email us.
or email us on I don't haven't created email at gmail.com. And of course, feel free to leave a comment on YouTube as well.
OK 记得要 recommend 我哦。
Yeah, please don't.
这样的话我才不会那么 depressed.
I don't want to lose my wife to K-drama or any other drama.
No, you know
Serious.
how I watch drama? 第一集、第二集、第三集 and then after that just read the synopsis and then jump into the middle of the drama and then the last episode. So probably take me 1 or 2 days only, very fast.
Yeah, that's very true. My wife can finish a whole series of 10 episodes in 2 days.
我就觉得我自己很矛盾，因为我爱看戏，可是我又觉得看戏很浪费时间。
Yeah, you know, like let's say if you're watching YouTube on your phone, right? You can actually double tap the right side to skip 5-10 seconds.
I know, but actually when you skip 5 seconds, right, took you 3 seconds already. Sometimes you have to load 嘛。
Yeah, correct.
So 很浪费时间，你直接用手 swipe 到你要的位置停下来。
Yeah, correct. And the thing is, all the drama that you watch is so slow paced that you can just skip and you can still catch up to the story.
哎呀 drama 都是这样的嘛 You know K-drama, they will kiss at 8 episode. 第8集一定 kiss 的。所以你要看第1集、第2集，你就可以直接看第8集了。
Okay, this is very good training information for everyone. 第8集就开始 kiss 了，一定是第7、第8集 kiss 的，是不是？
Yeah.
Okay, so why watch the first? Why do you even create the first 6 episodes?
图告诉你那个男的要追这个女的，然后第8集他们就会 kiss。
Oh my god, watching Startup, that was one of the most horrible series ever.
是不是第8集就 kiss 了 ？For the
I think
Startup,
seven.
right?
I think 7.
The end of the 7 episode they kiss.
Yeah, correct.
So see, 我的第8集还是对的。
No, but the kiss is the wrong pairing, wrong match up. Yeah, anyway F 浪多散。
Okay, back to topic.
Okay, back to topic. So, okay lah, I think we have been discussing on what's the hardest time in 2020, right? What is the thing you feel that is most interesting in 2020?
Let me check 我觉得很 interesting 的就是可以跟我的老公待在一起24小时 for I think 最少有3个月，除了上厕所的时间啦 ，but other time right 全部在一起，我可以看他怎样做工，然后我可以看他其实怎样做工对我来讲一直都很好奇，因为我没有机会看你做工嘛，你以前也很少 work from home，
对
but after that 就可以看到like the whole time you're sitting in front of your laptop and then on the Microsoft Excel typing a lot of numbers, a lot of digit. For me right, your job is just copy paste like for me. 他就看着那个 Excel 然后 copy and paste, 他就这样做完了。I'm like what?
I tell you if there's really a way, right? Okay, imagine the keyboard and you have your alphabets, all your punctuations, right? if you use long enough and you see that the paint, the color starts coming off, right? I can guarantee you, Control C and V will be almost dry already.
Yeah.
But no paint drop left.
对我来讲，你的工作就是一个 copy and paste for 我不一样嘛，我要从 sketching the eyebrow and then put the anesthetic and then start the first layer, second layer, third layer. But for me, you just like look at the screen， 然后全部都是一大堆号码，我也不知道你在开会开什么，然后就这样一天做了3个月，我也是觉得很厉害。
Most important is I bring back the money.
Yeah， 真的就是很 interesting， 就是可以看到你怎么做工，因为这是我从来没有机会看到的事情。然后我从来没有看到马路上那么安静，你知道吗？然后这个也是觉得我觉得很 interesting 的事情啊。And the one thing is， 我没有想过我自己在3个月内读了10多本书。诶，我看 drama， 可是我有读书。
读什么书？
很多是那种like motivation 的
motivational
and management, like how you manage your business. But end up 我放弃了啦 I just 听书就好了嘛。看书我又是一个很急躁的人，我想看书的话，我又想快看完，我没有办法等来1个礼拜读，所以我可能3个小时我有办法读完一本书。
屁啦！
我可以，可是我没有办法讲出来，就是只在我头脑，只限我头脑，我没有办法 share 给别人。可是现在的话，如果我听书，我听一遍，for very basic 的 understanding， 第2遍、第3遍我听懂了，我还可以 share 给你耶，就好像那个 Netflix 的书，我看我可以 share 给你。So 对我来讲，我觉得很 interesting， 就是看你做工，然后我学会了解我自己多一点，我学会慢下来多一点。我也很急躁，你都懂我很急躁。可是因为这个急不来啊，你就是关在家里，你可以做什么？然后我就学会来，就是你就是不能出去啊，你就是要做，你就是要每天煮饭。我的妈呀！然后没有办法，你真的学会慢下来，你就觉得就是这样子，你没有的选择，全部人都是这样子，你就只好 go through it.
Yeah.
And then just go through it every day.
Wow, must be tough times for you.
真的。
3 months.
而且我又不会驾车。
就算你可以接受，我也会很担心。
Yeah, for you 呢？
I think it's interesting for me because I can spend time with my wife.
嘿，你不要抄袭我。
No, serious. Like, when was the last time we actually had 3 months worth of time to be together, right? And this is almost 24/7. Actually, it was 24/7.
Yeah. 除了你大便时间。
好像你大便我在这样。
等下要逼掉这里。
Yeah, so 我没有 B 的 function.
Oh no. 这样你懒惰剪的话，就让它进去呗。
I'm okay. Yeah, so the other interesting thing I found out was 路上没有车的时候，真的是我们家外面这条街，其实我们家外面有2条街。
Speak English, please.
One is a small road and one is the main road, highway main road, right?
Yeah.
So it's okay from time to time. The small road right in front of our condo apartment. We sometimes late at night we also don't see many cars, right? But during MCO, during the lockdown, there was basically no cars.
8点过后 after 8
After 8 p.m.
totally no car.
Yeah, but I've never seen the highway have close
So
to
empty.
0 cars. Yes.
Lorry. There's still some lorry.
But lorry, like every 5 minutes, there's probably one, right?
对
Everywhere outside it was just so quiet, and from our window, right, when we look outside, we can see the other building, and people are standing at the balcony there, looking back at us.
Yeah, 真的是那时候是一个很 interesting 的 period for us because 你没有想过一个人一个 adult 可以3个月不做工。For me 啦 ，for me
我想不到，
你没有机会。
我没有机会，still have to work. Let's say 如果你有办法重活
Relive
，relive 2020, the year 2020, what would you change?
You say first.
Me?
Yeah.
What I would change? I would change buy a bigger unit for you to run around in the house. I would let you go and buy groceries.
认真一点。
I mean, I think it's the same for almost everyone. Like, if there's one thing I could change is I would like to change government. Okay, this one. Beep. Yeah, I want to change the COVID-19. I basically hope it never existed.
这个是所有人都希望的。
Yeah,
可
behind
是
government.
呀，如果可以 relief right， 我应该会想要，从1月开始的时候就常常回去看我的家人 ，because they are in Johor, so it's like 2 to 3 hour journey. And MCO 的时候 we can't travel，所以我会希望多待在家，然后我会希望我自己在3月就是 lockdown 过后，我要 fully utilize。其实我是到 year end 的时候我才学会，那个叫什么 meditation 呀、我是差不多 September 的时候才开始学 meditation， 然后 meditation 真的让我很 peaceful， 所以如果可以 relief， 我想要3月的时候就学 meditate。
Yeah, meditate for me.
for 他不用2分钟吧，他就睡着了。
Yeah. So me and my wife, we used to go to this sound bath class in
nearby lah.
Yeah, nearby. And basically, there's this person or instructor that is just using a stick to rub
Singing
the bowl,
bowl.
singing bowl, rubbing against the bowls, right? And it produces this vibrating, harmonizing music. So people will go there, you know, maybe after work or before work, you know, and they'll just bathe in the vibrating sound and, you know, feel at peace. Unfortunately for myself, I usually go after work, right? So for me, the minute the vibration starts, I fall asleep.
这样你有没有觉得 relaxing？
I think I'm okay. Maybe right before I fell asleep, I will feel relaxed. But after you're asleep, I'm not sure if you can feel anything else.
Maybe 你睡觉的时候比较少做梦，然后你起来的时候比较，觉得比较有休息到。I don't know
I don't know. Let's try again.
But they don't have such class now. They close the center due to COVID.
I buy a bowl, you rub and see lah.
There's one-to-one in the next building. Tropican. Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay, it's in here, block A.
Okay.
It's one-to-one section. The same thing, the singing bowl.
Okay.
So maybe you can try.
I don't want to pay
我
money to sleep there.
for 我觉得我会很 relax 啊。你觉得我是一个很干囧的人吗？
Yes,
这样你
actually.
觉得我有进步吗？
Much better than when we first met.
I mean like in 2020.
Yeah. I think you have started to understand pacing yourself. 就是把脚步放慢一点。
对。
不要太急躁所有的事情。
对，所以我是after MCO 才学会这件事，因为你真的不慢也没有用，你想要做什么大计划，你都要等来时机好一点。所以那个时候我学会，其实我第一个 trying 的是讲话讲慢一点，我不知道你有没有发觉到，我以前讲话习惯别。
有没有？我觉得还是很快。
还是很快啊，我觉得我慢很多了嘞。
I think okay 啦 much slower.
我是觉得我先学会讲话慢，然后我学会深呼吸，然后过后我学 meditate， 然后过后才慢慢现在好一点。所以如果 relief 2020，我一定会从3月就开始多做运动，然后从那时候就注意我的 mental health 多一点。就是我把生活分成2个了，一个就是精神层面，一个就是 physical 层面。就是我不会想要花太多钱在 appearance， 在这种外面，包括你吃的、你用的，我会想要多一点点在我的mental 那边。我觉得心灵上的满足可以带给你更富裕的生活。
哇哦
OK， 下一个 episode 你就让我教大家怎么 meditate。我会用很柔的声音让你慢慢睡着。OK， 太小声了。No, it's not ASMR, but it's just meditate 啦。我觉得 meditate 可以帮助很多。
好，不如你教我一个课这样子。
我觉得我不够资格，但是我可以 share how I meditate 啦。就是 一开始你要先放松，然后过后你要 deep breath。It's okay， 你的 mind 跑掉了，就是你的思绪被打乱了。It's okay， 你 just 把它 bring back， 然后专注在你的呼吸。你知道我一开始我没有办法头脑放空的，不是讲头脑放空，我会发呆，但是我很难在有 conscious 的时候，就是头脑不想东西。其实我发呆，我头脑都在想东西。But after meditate 很多次了过后，我可以完完全全把我的思绪放一边，然后睡着。
I see.
嗯
I see.
所以这是我会but 我尽量不要让我自己去想早知道，因为早知道 right， 就是早知道2020会这样，我就不这样，我不要让我自己去后悔，过了的就过了。
对。
所以我就 cherish the moment， 现在开始我要做什么这样子。
Yeah, so
有没有觉得被我感动到？
有，
你看他又在敷
我们都没
衍
有
我。
没有啊，
这是老公的求生欲。
没有，这个是老公所有都要学会的一个技巧。
Happy wife, happy life.
Happy wife, happy life. Subconsciously just acknowledge it.
Yeah.
没有啦，actually 我也是同意啦。Don't live in the past, right? And I think I also made a promise to myself, right? If in the future, if there's a time machine, I should come back to the current state and tell myself what went wrong.
如果有 time machine 的话，我要早2年认识你。
早2年罢了啊。
我觉得因为再多几年，我觉得他没有跟我 ex 分手啊。
你不早点跟他分手过再来找我。
OK， 我会要努力。OK， 如果可以有一个 time machine， 我就要回到15岁，不要跟他拍拖，多读书，然后跟你一起去 ANU， 这样满意吗？
多读书。
怎么你觉得我很笨是不是？
没有，我只是很难。OK， 你如果要读书是你可以读书的，可是我们那个年龄 ，we want to play and enjoy 嘛。
No 啊。
No 咩
？No。
You went to play, went to 拍拖 then you forget about studying already.
没有，就是因为我觉得读书太压力了，我就找一个人陪我。You know？ 哎呀，小孩子都是不懂事嘛。But 那我会跟我自己讲，如果给一句10年前的我一个 advice 的话，我会跟我自己讲，不要拍拖。10年前我几岁哦？OK， 对，不要拍拖。以后的日子可以好好拍拖 ，but just not now。
OK。
真的。
我给我
Anyway， 过去了。给你10年前，你会要做什么？10年。
给我10年前。
买 Bitcoin，invest in Bitcoin。
还没有，那时候还没有出。
Really？
还没有。那时候我才差不多要毕业吧。What do I tell myself? Enjoy
what?
Enjoy life. Enjoy uni life. Yeah, because uni life is one of those times where I was studying on campus, right? So I have a lot of freedom. Everything is based on what I want it to be.
Yes. 读书的时候是最自由的阶段。So what are your plans for this year?
Plans 2021?
Yeah, 2021.
I think maybe the first step. Okay, so I'm happy that there were a few things on my list that I wanted to do, and I was able to accomplish them. A little bit into the year 2021. So 2 things that I did was, number 1, I bought the adjustable height table. Right, so I'm glad now from time to time, if I need to stand up and work, I can just lift my table and stand up and work.
Yep.
Right, so I don't need to worry about that. The second thing is the TV cabinet. So we recently changed our TV cabinet, and it now looks so much bigger, and there's so much space to put stuff.
真的，整个家感觉都不一样的。
Yeah, and the TV looks bigger.
可是我们这样讲，你的听众都看不到。Anyway， 你们不用，你们就 imagine 一个很漂亮的家。Yeah, that's our house.
Imagine a 漂亮的家，600 square feet. And 一个没有 PlayStation 4的。
Yeah, we just sold it.
Yeah, we just sold. And also, 另外一个是换电话咯。我的电话已经没有什么电了。
But is this your plan in 2020? 2021?
Yeah.
我
在等着那个 Samsung S21 出。But then S21 sucks. So I bought a lower model which costs what? 1600 RMB, 1600 only. So good deal.
Good deal. For 2021, 我的 plans lose weight. Every year
same one.
the same one. But every year also gain weight.
Actually, this lose weight one only happened after you.
I met you.
Yeah.
walao欸
So this this is thanks to me.
真的，我以前才50公斤，我的
我
妈呀！
我以前也够55哦
好，
，60哦。
那时我们都会不。Okay, so 你相信 New Year resolution 吗？
Actually, yes and no 啦。
哈，我不相信啊。
Yes and no. I mean, lose weight is one of the more common things. But New Year resolution, like let's say if you want to change a new phone, you want to move to a new better place, you want to get a better job, then those can actually be a proper resolution.
可是对我来讲，其实 every day tomorrow always the new day，所以你不用等到新年才有 resolution 的。对我来讲啊，so 我不相信 New Year resolution，尤其是很多人讲 New Year resolution 哦，第一天哦，我今年要赚多少多少钱呢？我今年要减肥，这种真的是对我来讲是不实际的。其实每一天的隔一天都是新的一天，你都可以做你的 planning。
Yeah, I mean, you can start. The best time to start is always tomorrow,
Yeah.
right? Not the day after, not the next year. But every start of the year, right, it's just a motivation period.
对。
所以你觉得 OK 啦，我要尽力。可是 after that you realize 你的生活方式 your lifestyle actually 不适合做这个东西。
Then what's your New Year resolution?
My New Year resolution? 讲真的，我其实最想的是去旅行。
你想去哪里？
我想带你去看北极光。
But in this year?
Yeah 啦 ，that's the thing 啦。
Then maybe 你换近一点啊，可能 year end 你还可以去。New Year resolution 来，我们现在就 set 吧。
好。嘿嘿，lose weight 啊。
对咯，很累哦。But
Same
我真的觉得要lose weight啦。没有啦，其实我比较想要的是，我其实想要工作上我更多的时间。就是我工作可以，因为我现在请人嘛，所以我就想要自己多 freedom 一点，然后我想要多花一点点时间在，就是平时不要这样忙，真的太忙了，晚上都还在做工，所以我想要，可能 cut off time 准时一点。
那你要 set 咯。
And go back用 bed more often.
Yeah, go back and see family, see your close ones more often.
And lose weight lah. Not to say lose weight lah, healthy lifestyle lah.
Yeah, I think it's better to be fit than.
Yeah, to be fit, yes.
Yeah, be fit than being skinny. Not everyone that's skinny is healthy. Yeah.
And skinny is not the trend 了，现在是微胖 you know, chubby.
I did a good job.
I'm more than chubby now actually. Yeah, 我可能我们 set 一个简单的 like September 的时候我们可以去玩 ，maybe 静静的我都很满足了咯。
其实如果 if we get vaccinated, we can go pretty much everywhere, anywhere.
But the borders not open yet. That's the case. That's the problem now, 对吗？没有的出国，其他国家都不要收你。Even I'm not sure even when after you vaccinate and how you prove that you are actually vaccinated.
I think they will need to give certification.
Certification of completion vaccine.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe 啦 maybe 真的是要那个时候 But 可能我会想从静静的开始去海边吧。我一直讲要带你去巴黎都没有机会。
Yeah, Bali maybe not lah. I bring you to Portishead.
Walao, Portishead don't want. I've been there lah, like many times.
Johor, Terengganu.
不要，我要去巴黎。
Why Bali?
因为我可以驾摩托载你。
Why not you go Palawan or somewhere?
什么是
Philippines?
帕拉湾？哦，那个岛。我就喜欢巴黎，因为我在那边的时候跟你 text 的，
跟我 text?
就是刚刚认识你的时候我在那边。
所以你要找回当初的感觉。
我会给你讲我在哪里 text 你。
Never forget the beginner spirit,
So sweet 啊。OK 哇，我们讲了太久了。This will be the longest episode.
不用紧啊，剪来剪去就会少很多了。
不会，真的不会，一定很长。Okay, so come to the end. Thank you for inviting.
Yes, inviting you.
Thank you for inviting me to your
podcast.
5th episode. 第几集
Seriously, you don't know?
Okay, so 这个 maybe 是第18集。I don't know, just 第干嘛
No, I think this is the 14 or 15.
Okay, so thank you for inviting me 啦。So 下次请找一个 讲华语的节目让我上，太痛苦了。
不然这样我们就平时讲华语多一点咯。
不可以啊，这样你的 audience 就跑掉了啊。
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. For 一开始跟你在一起的时候 I thought I can like learn English 耶。那你知道变成你 learn Chinese 哦 ？Oh my god.
Yeah, of course.
Why of course?
Okay, so between me and you, right? I've studied.
Oh, so you say I'm slow learner lah.
No, I'm just saying that you're not so good in English than I'm in Chinese.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I studied 11 years in Chinese school. My Chinese is not amazing, but it's
Good,
still
like-
decent.
Yeah, decent 啊。
Yeah, but
好，你又讲我英文不好了。你今晚要睡客厅吗
我睡客厅的话，代表你英文不好是吗？
？It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, let's wrap this up. Thank you so much for joining me in this new
流一大堆
podcast.
汗哎，太紧张了。
Yeah, I know, right? That's why I switched to this earphone, so it's easy. Okay, so thank you everyone. I hope everyone will stay safe, take care, and please do not go out as much as you can.
Have a good year ahead.
Yes, have a good year ahead. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.